is yours. The world is yours.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, and I'm back, and I'm better than ever today. See the name of the video. It's another ViniTube reaction. ViniTube got the best anime list on YouTube. Let's be real. A few of them do, but I like ViniTube because he put commentary into it. Top 10 most anticipated summer 2021 anime. So it was good. Because last spring anime, I ain't gonna lie, I really watched too many new spring anime. I still gotta watch Tokyo's Revenge. Yeah, gotta watch it. But let's get straight to it. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment below what you think of the video, and show you both some love. Let's get it. What the fuck is that? Oh, what is that?
Another season, and you all know what time it is.
Well,
it's time for another one of my pre-season videos. Get ready because we're gonna have a pretty wild season, one that's nowhere near lacking in both new shows of different genres and sequels to popular titles. I don't want you to have to look far, especially since we're still in the middle of just as amazing season, but you can't help but be excited for what's to come, right? So without further ado, let me present my top 10 picks for the most anticipated titles this summer 2021. But before we do anything else, I'd like to encourage you to hit that like.
First thing is, if he don't put, I don't know when if he don't put Beastar Season 2 on his list, ViniTube, we got a problem.
Are you ready to see what the anime industry has for you? Let's dive in and find out. We start off with Spirit Chronicles. What happens after death? If you're in anime, you get reincarnated into another world, of course. But have you considered
you're right.
Take it further and think of what happens when it's only your memories that get reincarnated, and those memories of the past are intersecting with those of another person in the other world. Now that's a mouthful now, isn't it? But that's the basic premise of the upcoming harem isekai Spirit Chronicles. That, I feel, is a rather novel premise in this.
See, once you talk about harem and shit, and I can't do the set. Well, it ain't a hit. Well, he said harem. Let me stop.
Maintained traction for so long. There are many ways to go about a reincarnation story, and with even the slightest twist and change in circumstances, you can come up with a story that feels fresh. I've yet to read the source material, and I'm pretty sure that some parts of the series do rehash some common standards and tropes of the harem isekai genre, but it still comes off as unique in its own execution. This is one of the shows that I'll be looking forward to. I'm so excited to hear Kirito's Japanese voice actor in another fantasy harem.
You're only a few niggas know who Kurito is. Is that what I'm saying? Kurito? Yeah. My niggas know. See, shit like that I ain't gonna watch. Like high school shit, I'm not watching that.
When Irregular at Magic High School unexpectedly got its new season a year ago, I expected it to be a short one and a done deal with just a core to help promote the sequel novels. Turns out that just like the Doaru series, we have here an extended revival with the most notable spin-off, Honor Student, getting greenlit for an anime. This time we move away from Godsuya and we see the story through Miyuki's perspective. It surely provides a different experience as compared to Irregular at Magic High School, and we get to see more of the side characters and their lovable interactions. For those who are fans of Miyuki's two best friends, you'll also get to see them a lot here. I do have to note the drastic art style change. It kind of caught me off guard, but I think it's just fitting considering the more easygoing nature of the series compared to the mainline one. The ride isn't over for fans of the franchise.
I ain't gonna lie to that uniform's kind of hard. Them uniforms kind of hard though.
Light-hearted take on the same universe. Next in line is how a realist hero rebuilt the kingdom.
Well, it's another romance shit, though.
This is a series that I've been hearing about for quite a while, so I'm not exactly shocked that this one got an anime. It's one of the more talked about isekai series that has to deal with the titular kingdom building. Our protagonist of this tale is a student who finds himself in yet another world. However, instead of being the great hero that people expected him to be, Kazuya Soulmart decides to go the more practical route. Instead of slaying demon lords and the like, he seeks to rebuild the struggling economy of the kingdom he finds himself in. Being abruptly planted to the throne is probably not the easiest position to navigate, but our hero looks to put his knowledge of realism and Machiavellianism in order to take the country to glorious new heights. How a realist hero the kingdom has a title that's quite self-explanatory. In lieu of the usual fighting and adventuring, we have a hero who seeks to become a hero through political reform. It's a series that prides itself on the political aspects, the world building, and a sprinkling of harem and comedy aspects. We'll see how that translates onto the screen this summer.
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't she look like the bitch? Don't she look like the bitch from Sword Art Online? Am I tripping?
See how that translates onto the screen this summer.
I ain't watching it.
Peach Boy Riverside.
There's another romance shit.
Tell me if you've heard of this premise before. Bright, cheerful
Okay, shonen fantasy, okay.
Before finding her life turned upside down by demons. However, they were dispatched by a lone traveler, a mysterious enigma who possesses an equivalent of the artifact of power. With this major
artifact of power.
Princess decides to set off on an adventure of her own. The premise for Peach Boy Riverside may seem plain, but I think that what gives this show a unique dynamic is how the characters act. The teaser art alone should be a tip. Everyone in this show is rather axe crazy, to put it lightly.
Oh,
There's
shit.
Russ, as they say. It certainly seems to be one of the crazier and more over-the-top shows that you can indulge yourself in this season. If the premise interests you, you don't have to wait too long. It's also a series from the creator of Dragon Maid, which will also be seen this season.
I don't know what it is.
The creator's works, putting this show on your to-watch list should be an easy
But
decision.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. That bitch look crazy as hell. I might gotta watch this.
I spoiled an entry already, and I'd like you to guess which place that title would be.
She look crazy as
Coming
fuck.
up is My Next Life as a Villainess Season 2. Fans didn't have to wait too long for the sequel to My Next Life as a Villainess. It's only been a year, but we'll finally get the continuation to Katarina's hilarious quest to avoid all bad ends. It was a show that helped propel the villainess genre into the mainstream, and I feel there's no better candidate to do so. Hamefura, as the show is commonly called, has great character growth and story progression.
See, a lot of this shit, damn. I'm on some action shit.
Jaded with anime-style comedy. I felt that My Life as a Villainess was quite entertaining on its own. The dynamics between characters were entertaining, and I like how it had a harem of developed characters that featured both sexes. I truly enjoyed what it brings to the table, and it was a breath of fresh air when put beside a lot of the isekai titles that we've seen in recent years.
Man, motherfucking, they like what, 4 isekais on this bitch? Is this?
We have a non-sequel coming up now. The detective is already dead.
I ain't gonna lie, this look kinda real.
Gimizuka Kimihiko seems to be your by-the-book anime protagonist. From getting caught up in crime scenes to having disaster follow him everywhere, it just seems that he'd eventually find himself a detective assistant to a mysterious girl named Siesta. The two would have adventures until Siesta's untimely death. Having resigned himself
she
to
died?
ordinary
Not
life,
her.
Gimizuka finds the wheels of his life turning once more. This time in the form of another girl who looks a bit too much like Siesta.
Okay, that's good.
I guess
She
it's
alive.
about time for another
Cause she look
detective
kinda
anime,
real.
And having read some of the source material, I think it's a pretty interesting take on the genre. It's quite
Why are they in
genre setting and
planes?
has a lot of references to the detective fiction genre, and the character banter just makes it so fun to read. I'm curious to see how well the light novel will be adapted, but I sure am keeping my hopes up for this one. So we now return to sequels with the second part of Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2.
People put this one of the best animes all the time. I don't know if I can watch. It looked too. This ain't my cup of tea.
Slime Isekai just took a break this season with its unbelievable, hilarious slice-of-life version. However, come summer, it's time to check back in with the main plot that's left us hanging for quite a while. The last time we saw Rimuru and friends, our protagonist had completed his evolution into a demon lord. While he also added a new member to the squad, a new subordinate called Diablo. With this character coming into play as the newest addition to the team, you gotta wonder how that shakes things up. If there's one thing that I would use to describe Slime's adaptation, it's consistency. You can tell that 8-Bit has been consistently giving their all in helping the hit novel series make the leap into the anime format, and it's been a joy seeing a lot of the novel's iconic scenes and epic fights animated as well as they have been. For some, Slime may be yet another isekai featuring a crazily overpowered protagonist, but for me, I think that this is one of the more intriguing ones. And
That fight don't look that bad though.
Done right. Slime fans, the wait is no more. This season, Rimuru will make waves around the community once more. For the first entry in our top 3, we have the case study
Oh no,
of
what the hell is this?
The Book of Vanitas has received its fair share of fanfare as a manga that mixes a bit of historical settings with supernatural vampire action. Given that it's by the same creator of Pandora Hearts, we could really see
Never
some
heard
similar
of it,
vibes shared
but
between the two
I ain't gonna lie, this don't look that bad.
Vanitas, a legendary vampire so powerful and hated by his own kind. Alone, he created the Book of Vanitas, a grimoire that would one day allow him to exact revenge against the world's vampires. The legendary grimoires attracted widespread interest, and our protagonist Noe is one of those looking to find the cursed treasure. However, a sudden vampire attack en route to Paris allows him to encounter the famed Vanitas himself. However, in contrast to his reputation, Vanitas is actually just an ordinary human who specializes in vampires. Perhaps there's more to this mysterious man and the grimoire he possesses, one that seems suspiciously like the Book of Vanitas.
I ain't gonna lie, that was not that bad though. I really don't.
Weaving together an air of mystery.
But I ain't big on vampires and shit. Well, I did like, what's that shit called? Well, Alucard, and I forgot the name of that damn anime. We killing all them damn vampires and shit and monsters.
The second most anticipated summer anime is the second season of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Shit, I ain't watching shit like that. Yeah, it's supposed to be funny or some shit.
Not so long ago when I was finding myself bopping to the catchy opening tune of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, laughing at the show's comedy, and generally having fun with its offering from Kyoani. Oh, and the social media reception to the characters is something we can laugh at too. Dragon Maid in its first season may seem like a silly comedy at first glance, but it also unironically gave us some insights to what life in Japan could be like under the guise of the crazy premise of dragons and maid, as well as the over-the-top comedy, of course. It's a show that knows what it is and doesn't compromise anything in order to pretend to be something it's not. As such, you won't be seeing big dramatic twists or some forced tearjerkers. Instead, the show focused on the light comedic aspects and did an excellent job at it. It's all fun, light-hearted and relaxing. For a show like this, it's the perfect combination to help you unwind after a stressful day at work, much like the main character. I fully expect that pace to stay this season, and it's a good thing. With some new characters coming,
I ain't watching that.
Not
Not watching it. And I hope the Villain Saga on this list though.
2017 are going to be feeling the same way. Finishing off our list is the much-awaited return of Mushoku Tensei.
Nigga, you put this nigga didn't put Villain Saga on this list. Cause Villain Saga ain't came out yet. What?
I made it seem like it's been so long for what was just a one-season break, but I'm sure that the wait's been killing Mushoku Tensei fans already. We last left the story with Rudy's group in the Demon Continent, having formed an unofficial party of 3 with Ares and an unexpected ally. With Roxy also arriving to the scene, what adventures await our protagonist in the next phase of the story? You know, I really gave Mushoku Tensei too little credit in my pre-season videos. I know of its reputation, and I know of its strengths. However, the actual adaptation is what blew me away. You don't see this amount of dedication every day. With how the show's been carefully adapted and all the top-notch quality in production, you can really tell that this is such a big deal. Sure, Mushoku Tensei is still the ever-controversial show that it is, but I think that those who enjoy isekai with slow, methodical builds and development, this series is very much worth a try. You also likely won't get a cop-out reading the novel's ending because multiple sources have stated that Mushoku
What
Tensei
the fuck was that? Ooh, she kinda sick.
Of stuff like Sword Art Online, which means you could be seeing Mushoku Tensei all the way to the next decade.
Damn, did he put a...
So, which anime are
Well,
you
you know
most
that
excited
motherfucker
for?
did.
Write down in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, a thumbs up, and a share. For those who prefer to directly contribute...
I'm be real with y'all. Most of them shows I don't even honestly think about I'm really gonna watch. Now let's look up summer anime that we might can find on this list. See, damn, ain't nothing I look like I ever like. Ain't Vinland Saga supposed to be on this motherfucker? Scarlet, ooh, what is that? Nighthead 2041. When the hell is Vinland Saga coming back? What the hell? Wait a minute. Story takes place after 90% of humanity wiped out due to invasion. Survivors. What? What the hell that's supposed to come out? OVAs. We ain't got no movie. Or the My Hero movie come out in August. Okay. 7 days to get another movie. July the 2nd. Damn. When the hell Vinland Saga supposed to come out in? Well, summer 21 anime ain't looking too good for me. What the fuck was Vinland Saga supposed to come out? 19 hours. Bitch, y'all not telling me. Then let me go back and read it. Why y'all niggas not telling me? January, March, April, May, June. That shit coming out in September. Fuck! Y'all niggas aggravating. Alright, is it? Did that mean September? I guess September, right? Sorry. Late 20 or early 20. What? Well, y'all, my dreams are ruined. Cause ain't seem like nothing coming out. But, that's it for today. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you kind of think video. That list wasn't that good to me. I don't know if I would. I don't even know what new shit I'm really gonna watch because most of that shit don't look that good to me. But it was a cool video though. Shout out Benny too. I'm gonna put the original video in the description below, and I'm out. Peace.